Couple things today. I had the weirdest thing happen this morning. I'm sure a lot of you have gotten the respond to WhatsApp thing from the creator of whatever channel. I got one of them this morning from a channel that I previously wasn't shadow banned on, but apparently am now. That I know for a fact was not from the creator of that channel. So I took the time to notify the creator that there were potentially scammers on his channel. And immediately after I sent that email, all of a sudden my YouTube app started stalling and cutting out. Just a coincidence? Maybe. But I've had a lot of strange coincidences on YouTube. More than I actually care to mention, but have been more than happy to document for a later date. I just thought that was kind of interesting. And then this morning, I see a story about a congresswoman was giving an update on an investigation they were doing and documents they received that said that the Ukrainian Secret Service or their version of the FBI or what have you was working in conjunction with our FBI to censor posts that they didn't like. In other words, the Ukrainians would send a list of posts that they didn't care to see or that they thought weren't in their best interest to our FBI, and our FBI would contact the social media companies to have them removed. That's not supposed to happen from any government agency. And what the social media companies, who supposedly are smart people and up on their stuff, don't seem to realize that by accepting that responsibility, they become a government agent. And by doing so, are subject to the penalties within the Constitution for violating people's rights. So they've kind of entrapped themselves in this entire thing by going along with what the, for lack of a better word, traitors in our government are trying to do to their own people in violation of their oath of office and oath to the Constitution. So should it ever come to actual justice at this point, it's all documented and there ain't no way out of it. They could potentially back off and hopefully avoid prosecution or penalties, but at this point, things have went so far, I highly doubt it. So more than likely, they're going to double down and keep clamping down on people just because they're scared of consequences. And then we had Christopher Wray in front of Congress today, or at least was a committee in Congress, answering questions about the difference between their investigation into Hunter and Joe Biden and what has been done to Donald Trump. And it was freaking ridiculous. The double standards are becoming so obvious, it's practically impossible not to see it. And the point I would make is that it should be of interest to each and every American because Don't think for 1 second if they're not prepared. If they're prepared to do those kind of things to Donald Trump, they won't bat an eye when it comes time to do it to you because you don't agree with or go along with whatever it is they're pushing. So, like I said yesterday, I think it was, be best to pay attention because we're getting there. A lot of people don't realize that this country is in basically a state of limbo between what was and where they want to take us. And where we are now is a unique place because moving forward, we're either going to fall off on this side or this side. And where we are now, we'll probably never be again, or at least wise anybody who believes in freedom, free will, and the Constitution better hope that we never are again. Take care. Oh, and one more thing. I don't know what happened to Mr. Duck. I have to assume the worst. I've made several attempts to contact him and not heard anything back. So if you're out there, give me a holler back. And if you're not, Godspeed, my friend.